cues are not meant to just be standalones. Okay. Hitting cues potentially are, we've drilled something throughout practice over the last week or two or month or whatever, and this is a cue specifically for you, the hitter, that works. All right, or a cue that you know that your coach says often, and you understand what he or she means. Right? We don't want to use cue as coaches. Right? We don't need to use cues as in practice that much. Really, like you can maybe associate it together of what you're teaching, but the cue can't, you can't just, the practice can't just be, oh, let it travel. Well, what do you really mean by that? You gotta dig deep into these cues, right? So I think about maybe if you're doing a public speaking gig or something like that, right? You may have some, or doing an interview. You have some cue cards, right? Well, those cue cards are just a quick little reminder of what's really underneath the surface there of what you really want to dive into. All right, so think about it from that perspective, coaches. Use those cues to kind of, quickly jog that memory while your player's on deck, or maybe even in the box. And they've had a couple of odd swings or whatever. You just want to say something real fast and like, listen, kind of get them refocused, reminded of, where do we go from here?